We're back!
In black. Do it! Show him, dude! Show him!
Okay.
Show him! Don't even explain it, just do it! She's hula hooping a fucking gold. I don't even know what the.
An angelic laser shooting tuba. And she makes it, well. Yeah. Need I say anything further?
Suffice it to say, this is what I was actually talking about earlier. Yeah. Gungrave Overdose, you know? Or Gungrave, where you do the style. So suffice it to say, welcome back, like Ace just said, welcome back to the Hooliganz. This is what you get in between stages, or when the game has to load. A practice mode where you can show off or polish up your combos. For me, and I think other games have done this first before Bayonetta, but for me, this is the first time a game ever gave me that opportunity, and that's always been a high plus to me.
And for those that have been playing this for so long that haven't really uncovered it, all you have to do is just hit select when it gets this little interim segment in between stages. It's after you complete the stage, but before it goes into the little angel attack bonus game.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, this is actually a perfect point, like you mentioned while we were on the break, to actually talk about the gameplay.
Oh, get ready, because you're about to sink your teeth into some prime rib, my ladies and gentlemen.
As silky smooth as Bayonetta's animations and her voice are,
God,
the gameplay, the controls match that.
Yeah,
the controls flawlessly match that. I mean, I swear to God, I am holding the PS3 controller right now, and it could be used. I could actually use this as an analog to describing what it might actually feel like to lay hands on Bayonetta in the flesh. Comfortable, contoured, shapely, intuitive.
I want to put my mouth on her, god damn!
I swear if you start trying to numb on any of these controllers, I will cram it down your throat.
Just like Bayonetta.
Probably.
Yeah, so suffice it to say, yeah, the handling of this game is like you were saying.
She handles like a dream.
She handles like a goddamn Aston Martin. Just that's what we dream about. This is what we, the peasantry, want. Yeah, you know how people will sometimes say that a certain ideal, was destructive to our image towards the opposite gender or our own gender. This is, I hate to say it, but it's true. This is one of those things, like, god damn, if you find anybody, man or woman, who looks like this and is as confident and as fetishized as this woman is, marry it. Put a ring on it, and if she says, well, I believe in polygamy and polyamory, well, I hope you better recognize you're going to have to share this bitch, because there's no way in hell you better let go. I'm just saying. You know, you were mentioning earlier the wide array of toys this game gives you. And yeah, you get some fun shit in this game.
Now, the weapons that I'm using right now, is actually one of the ones where you need to farm like millions of the freaking angel rings in order to actually pick these up.
Golden rings.
But when you do, some would say it breaks the game, but then you put it on the higher difficulty and you find out, no. This
is the start of the game.
Yeah, you're scratching the surface with this bad boy. And I can tell you this much right now, you aren't even going to leave welts on the supple skin of this game until you have started playing on hard.
I want to run
said.
I want to run my large hands down her ribs and just grip her. Not even doing, just grip her and listen to her moan. So this game, when it comes to game, do you like that segue? So
yes, actually.
So this game, when it comes to gameplay, so what? It's your standard. I hate to say standard, but it's true. You know,
it's
circle, square, or squares, lights, triangles.
It's tried and true beat 'em up style, not necessarily hack and slash. I mean, well, it's not necessarily Dynasty Warriors hack and slash. You know,
it's more Devil May Cry. Yeah, and in fact,
because when you got,
oh, I'm sorry,
with her firearms, with just the standard gun, That's the square button. Whereas, you know, in some of the other games, it would be like one of the light attack, one of the melee attack buttons. Whereas triangle and circle have kind of a marionette effect to it, like Tekken style marionette effect. Whereas triangle, or I believe it would be the I think the Y button on the Xbox 360, that would actually be the one that uses her, you know, the weapons that she has equipped to her upper body, like say, you know, swords or whatever guns or punches that she has. And since, of course, since the angel arms actually take up all 4 of her weapon slots, you know, both upper and lower.
It's kind of hard to show that here, but yeah, they get the point.
But yeah, the upper body stuff, that's triangle, aka punches, as you see from the little diagram. Kicks are lower body. Of course, with this, that means, you know, stuff like chainsaw, flame claws, and of course, one that I honestly did not know she had until literally just now.
Oh, the hula hoop. God, that is hot.
Sexy tuba.
Now,
sexy laser tuba.
It needs
Jesus,
to be said.
Not very many games out there have sexy laser tuba.
Sexy chainsaw. Now, it needs to be said. It does need to be said. Now, it wasn't criticism, strangely enough. I rarely heard of anybody saying it in a critical manner. Or even knocking on it, dissonant, deprecating. But there's been commentary. When this first came out, there was a lot of commentary and a lot of comparisons even. This is basically God of War meets Devil May Cry meets something else. But done well. And that was the biggest thing. And this has always been used, this and Darksiders? Yeah, with death and plague. Yeah, Darksiders. I noticed the way you looked.
I was like, hold on, wait. Oh yeah.
Yeah. These two have always been used as examples of if you're gonna copy from a game.
There we go.
Do it right. Oh shit. Oh, her constant hair things. Oh, that is awesome. So that's just the basic bullshit. But then, of course, you got aerial combos and such. But then you start getting into some of the other modes of this game, such as, well, then there's this. Which I hate to jump into the DLC, or not DLC, but the unlockable stuff that we were talking about. But yeah, when it comes to replay and unlocking stuff, much like Devil May Cry, which I'll say that again probably a couple more times, you can unlock extra moves, extra things like that.
Just extra moves. Extra moves, extra gameplay modes, extra characters.
Extra costumes. Which, honestly, let's face it, you played Final Fantasy X2 because you wanted to... It's time for the girly dress-up day time. Because you want to... Because it's almost like a dating sim, you know? You got to play and then you got to be like, no, Mariko, I want you to wear these panties today.
Moon magic makeup. Yes.
Never saw Sailor Moon pose like that.
God, I'm such a geek.
God,
the fact that I actually mentioned that. Sweet Jesus, I'm such a geek.
And yes, that is a move right there. That's an actual attack.
But again, just the controls are intuitive, and you actually have a great amount of time to actually learn the controls again if you go into the practice mode and just scroll down the listing, you know, work your way through the move list. Check out what she has to offer, because believe me, it's a lot, and it's not just in terms of looks.
She requires a dowry of at least 500 heads of cattle, but she will be good to you for the entirety of it. No, it gives you a huge, huge tracts of land, a lot to play with. And to me, that is a big plus. No matter how which I also say a lot about this game, that's no matter how you cut it, it's fun. It's what you want. It's what you need. It's what you crave as a gamer. That's fun, yo.
Now let's go ahead and cut out of this. And oh, that's right. I haven't even finished the chapter yet. So when you finish the chapter, you actually get a little, you know, shooting style bonus game.
Yeah.
Which is just, it's a lot of fun.
You know, I hate to spoil shit or jump ahead, but we've said it before. We even used this game as an example of it, especially during Rising Revengeance. But QTEs that matter, quick time events that me personally I enjoyed the fuck out of. You know, and much like Rising Revengeance, it felt like, holy shit! You know, it made you feel part of what was going on. And I've heard of some people argue and complain about, you know, press A to punch the boulder, press A to punch boulders, or press X to not die. But, you know, if the game makes you feel like you really are interacting to make certain your character survives, some people would say, well, I want to be able to jump from rock to rock, and that's understandable. Hey, that's cool. But if the QTE can make you feel like you are too, and it makes it very organic, like you said in the Rising Revengeance episode. You know, if it's organic and it's interactive, it makes you into it. That is an important element of good QTE to me. If you're gonna use QTE, use it right.
And although I'm not particularly fond of the, you know, you only get one shot or you die QTEs, I'm not particularly fond of them. But it's actually
me the information I asked for.
Her voice. Oh, that mole. Really, you even shut up and listen.
Yeah.
You even stopped.
As I was saying, you know, although I don't really like the you only get one chance or you die QTEs, in this it feels organic. It feels intuitive. It adds to the overall atmosphere and character of the game, which I thoroughly enjoy. Just as a gamer, as an aspiring designer,
After jewels instead of cash, just like a girl.
I really enjoy this.
Spoiler: her clothes is her hair.
It's actually relatively easy to see with this particular outfit that I have on her.
Well, yeah. Now, for the record, I like this outfit, but I'm not much for tutus, so I'm like, you know, original Bayonetta suit. Yeah, the cat suit. But this one shows more flesh, so, you know, honestly, I'm not complaining. Oh, wow. And the lollipops. Ugh. Charms, blow pops.
Actually,
oh, fucking A. I love this game.
Actually, I picked this outfit because of the hat.
Oh, because of the witch hat?
Yeah.
Now,
honestly, the witch hat, it kind of has that, you know, Final Fantasy X to Dark Mage.
Yeah, feel. Now, speaking about this scene right here,
you know,
witch
time. It's like sexy meets Darkwing Duck.
Now, speaking about, oh my God, I would violate the globes of her ass. But yeah, that's kind of stupid, but it's kind of still cool. Sometimes you must just heed only to the rule of cool and the rule of badass, and that was both. And that's even more. Kind of almost reminds me of that scene in, what was it, The Bodyguard? No. The Tony Jaa movie.
The Protector.
The Protector, yeah, where he's behind the gong,
mm-hmm.
and when it comes down, he's got the gong, he's got the drums.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drumsticks, and just whoops ass. Ugh. That cat suit. Oh, God, those four red lips. What a violator! What the fuck were we talking about?
We were still talking
about... I was bringing up witch time.
Yes.
A very important aspect of this game is witch time.
Now, if you're quick on the draw as far as dodging goes, and if you actually... Speaking of which, dodging will be mapped to, I believe it was R2, or the right trigger. Not the right bumper, but the right trigger on the Xbox 360. If you dodge, like literally just in the nick of time, like immediately before an attack lands, then you actually go into, you know, what's shown here on the screen. Witch time. Which is basically, you know, where time is accelerated for you, but slowed down for the enemy.
Wanna kill him, gank him!
And then there's also the torture attacks.
Yes, which
specialized finishers which come up when if you've done a certain amount of damage and you have enough energy in the witch gauge, which is underneath your health.
Yeah.
The little gems up there in the upper left. If you've got enough in the gauge and you actually, you know, stun your opponent with an attack, you'll actually have another little QTE come up. Torture attack.
Which is basically a stylized finisher. One where you gotta interact with it. Which is awesome again! And yeah, those megatons.
Now again, it's another QTE, but again, it's kind of a QTE that matters. It's something that, again, just really pulls you into the game itself.
Also, boss battles end with these, and that's when she pulls out like the big air attacks, the ones that you've seen on certainly you've seen on YouTube by now.
Basically, actually, you know what? The best way to describe a torture attack, to really describe it, let's take it back to Gungrave and Gungrave Overdose. Demolition Finisher.
Yes. There's just so much style, so much cool, so much badass, and this game plays up to it really good. One thing that I remember came up as a topic of conversation back in the day when this game first came out was the fact that these grotesque creatures were angels. And I was one of the people that partook of the conversations on the internet. Oh, naturally, on me, that bastard.
Truck.
About how angels aren't depicted as the way the media depicts them. Angels have always been disgusting and fucking grotesque and almost gnarled, and what was it? Even in heaven, the angels carry wicked weapons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are creatures created for battle. Hell, they're closer to a heavy metal band than a heavy metal depiction of what angels are. And I'm talking about like Brutal Legend or Sanctuary. If you ever Refuge Denied, a great album. Yeah, they sing about that kind of shit. Battle angels. Of course, I think they're singing about satanic angels, but whatever. This shit's awesome and badass.
And again, just back to the story real quick. It actually explains a good deal more of the story, not just through the gameplay, but also in the flashbacks and
the coolest bar this side of Anarchy reigns.
And probably one of the...
another rendition of Fly Me to the Moon. That is awesome. I think there's at least 3. I'm fairly certain there's 3 renditions of Fly Me to the Moon, and all of them are proper and very well done.
But if there is anything that I could consider an abiding memory that I would have of this game, if not the clock tower opening, it's this scene right here.
Yeah.
This scene. I mean,
Why the sudden interest in metaphysics?
My God, I want to bite her thighs. I just want to flat out bite her fucking thighs. And I don't mean a little nip. I want to sink my teeth into her and just leave marks and just grind.
But aside from the obvious sex appeal, aside from the blatant bludgeoning sex appeal,
remember, dildo and a fishnet bludgeoning.
There's the fact
Heaven
that
and hell can tear each other to pieces for all I care.
you feel
I've
like
got
you
my
get,
own problems
you feel
to
like you
worry
experience so much of Bayonetta's personality, so much of her character. In this scene, you actually, by the end of this scene, you feel like you know her well enough to at least carry on a conversation, and you get invested in her just because of the amount of style and the type of confidence that she has, and that is a sexy confidence.
I find that to be an interesting topic of conversation on the Inner Nuggets when this first came out, was the whole, the people who found confidence in a woman like this, even as not even over-sexualized, I don't think there's a word for it, really, it's so extreme. There it is. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? She's killing everyone, damn. Don't even go. Yeah! Speaking about personality, Rodan. You want to talk about personality? This scene.
Like I said.
Oh. I mean, yeah, this scene is so fucking cool. That's too cool. You don't deserve how cool this game is. You don't deserve it. We, the players, do not deserve a game this cool. Why don't they make movies like this? Jesus!
They did make a movie this cool. You want to know what they called it?
What?
The Man with the Iron Fist.
Oh yeah. I would love if they did a Bayonetta movie, but who would they get to play some of these? Well, obviously Wesley Snipes. Obviously.
I don't know. Maybe Ving Rhames.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Ving Rhames as Rodan. That could work.
That could. Damn. So, gameplay-wise, it's fun as fuck. Discovering new things.
Actually, I just thought of someone that might make a good Bayonetta. The only unfortunate part about it is she'd have to dye her hair black for it.
Emma Stone?
Christina Hendricks.
Oh! So QTEs that mattered, boss battles that are multi-level, rising revengeance. You know.
Yeah, boss battles that boss battles. See, I'm already slurring my words because of how epic the actual boss fights in this game are.
Yeah. So suffice it to say, the gameplay is awesome. Audio visual is awesome. Oh, here we go.
And
the extras that are involved are awesome.
And for those of you with really sharp eyes, or that have a really sharp eye for Easter eggs, there are tons, and I do mean tons, of callouts to old school Sega games in this, like freaking Afterburner, Shinobi.
Fucking oh my god! It starts with an S. I loved that game. The one where it's oh my god, you got a jetpack and a laser cannon, and you're just going forward into the thing.
Space Harrier.
Space Harrier. I fucking love that.
And hell, again, Sonic. One of the names that they throw out at the beginning of this thing, Eggman the Destroyer.
Yes, which they did.
The Angel Halos, the rings.
The game is just fucking awesome. This game is just awesome.
The game is a shout out to Sega fans and a love letter to the action and beat 'em up genre. It's practically a love letter to Devil May Cry.
This is a love letter to gamers. This is what Capcom. Why can't you be like this? Why you no love our monies? They loved our monies. Look what they gave us.
And do remember, Platinum is ex-Capcom.
Ex-Capcom. So moving on, DLC. Is there DLC for this? I don't think there is.
I don't think there has been a
structurally beautiful
of DLC. I mean,
good.
I mean, yeah, there was a pre-order bonus when you got this.
What was that?
A poster collection.
That's awesome.
Which I still have somewheres.
That's awesome. All I'm saying is, you know what?
But yeah, when this game initially came out, and I believe it actually came out at $49.99.
Oh, we're already jumping into this.
Well,
that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was
like
2 years ago.
years
and again, you got the game, and you got Bayonetta swag, but the swag that you got alongside the game was cool, but doesn't match the amount of swag in the game itself.
You know, I say this every episode, especially around the DLC time, and y'all better know what time it is. It's Marvel's Capcom 2 time. 200 characters, 500 backgrounds, 12,000 remixes of the songs, all in the game with no DLC, choosable and unlockable right off the bat. None of the bullshit that Capcom usually pulls. Hey, same thing here, man. I mean, it's all available. All you gotta do is just put in a little time, maybe, get that replay in. And you know what? I'm not a maniac, and I still unlocked a good number of this shit. And it was fun. It was fun going back, killing motherfuckers left and right for no reason.
Yeah, let me go ahead and just skip this cutscene real quick so we can actually get...
You can actually skip a cinematic!
Yeah, you can skip the cinematics, but...
How cool is that?
Again, more of the gameplay. Remember when we were talking about all of the wonderful toys that she gets?
Yeah.
I mean, let's see. You've got your handguns. You've got your shotguns. And you can actually go into the item shops where you get to chill out with Rodan. But you can go into the item shops, and for some of the weaponry, like, again, the shotgun, the claws, the rocket launchers, for some of those, you can actually make duplicates of them so that you can have them equipped both to her upper and lower body for the same weapon set. And you can actually equip the weapons to basically each setup has 2 slots, upper body and lower body, which in this diagram are on the left and the right, respectively. Now, you can actually switch between the A and B weapon sets, and with so many various weapons at your disposal, the combinations you can put together are almost endless, and
Yeah.
it makes not even just every separate stage, but you could make every other minute of this game feel like a different experience entirely.
Just in how you play. Also, I'd like to point out there are in-level enemy weapons you can pick up and use on the enemy.
Yeah.
How cool is that? And if I remember correctly, don't they each have their own individual and possibly not distinct, but torture attacks? The finishers?
Yeah,
Yeah!
A lot of the torture attacks, some of them change depending on which enemy you're facing. Let's hope to God I don't run across any of the joys in this.
I was
otherwise...
gonna mention. I was in fact gonna mention that.
Yeah.
Some of them are even based not on what weapon you have, but on which enemies you face. The joys, which are basically angel prostitutes, no other way to put it. I would put my penis in those, even though they would loo-boo that shit. No joke. That's a little shout out to what we were discussing before. This living with Lubu. I might go into. I might do that skit someday and just post it up on my channel. I don't know. I'm just saying. But suffice it to say, they get a sawhorse-like weapon, or they got a sawhorse. They're basically bound and gagged and then whipped, or were they spanked by Bayonetta? I think they were whipped. Come on, it was so good. Oh shit! No matter how you cut bazillions. Suffice it to say... Oh, wait, go back up. Was that a lightsaber? Was that a fucking...
Yes, that was a lightsaber.
A No More Heroes, which just came out around the same era as No More Heroes, yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's a little small shout out there.
Now, I would use the lightsaber, but, you know, again, I'm going for a little bit more, you know, classic Bayonetta cool with the katana.
Ah. So suffice it to say, yeah, the gameplay... Oh, and
yes, katana and ice skates.
Also, semi-destroyable environments. Which is cool. I hate to sound like a broken record, but that's cool. I wish you could destroy more shit. You know, Rising Revengeance. Oh my god! Yeah, this game has a lot of... Oh, and she transforms in some of those QTEs. She'll literally take on like a panther form. Did she have a butterfly form or a crow?
She has panther and crow forms.
Yes. Now, also the butterflies and other things. These are all from certain spirits that she gained them from. But you'll have to find that out in the storyline. This game gives you a lot to play with. Now, okay, so no DLC, high replayability.
The game gives you a lot to play with, but the only thing that you can't play with, technically...
Is yourself?
Well, I was going to say her, considering she's a fictional character, but you get the idea!
You can play with yourself. And then you got certain puzzles which you have to do certain things in order to unlock them. And in fact, as a tutorial, this is great in that in order to do... You have to actually do things that, you know, you would learn from how to play the game at this point. As well as finding little unlockables like that, or little hidden things. You can use that as a weapon, by the way. If I remember correctly, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Come on, how cool is that? The only thing she can't do is hang off ledges. And listen to this music.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus,
Whoops.
It's them.
Forgot about that.
Ow.
Stop that. Yeah, and the targeting reticle is a pair of lips. Like lipstick lips. Now, if you were just playing this game, that would be fucking awesome. So suffice it to say, audio, visual, great. Storyline, pretty interesting. Interesting enough to play it again, certainly.
Interesting enough to play it again, and definitely interesting enough to dig deeper into looking through the various in-game logs that you pick up over the course of the adventure.
Unlockables, plenty. There's so much to savor about this game.
A plethora.
What are we forgetting? We are forgetting something. That's actually why I started counting down. Mm-hmm. We are forgetting something, aren't we? Oh, price! You mentioned that when this first came out, it came out at the nowadays standard rate of $60, right?
Oh! More joys.
Oh, joy, more joys. Well, suffice to say, nowadays, if you can't find this for $5 to $10, you're doing it wrong. I don't even think there are any new copies left. I think everyone's masturbating to this game. That's literally every gamer that's ever played and touched their toes. They've done it. But yeah, you should be able to easily find this for $5 to $10. If you're paying more than that, you should really rethink your local shop. Just saying. I mean, am I wrong in this estimation?
I don't think so.
Yeah, $5 to $10. Now, that's not to say that this is a bargain bin game. There is nothing bargain bin about this game. This is premium. This baby is so premium.
I'm trying to trigger the torture attack so I
You
can...
just... yeah.
Oh, you know what? Forget it.
Just fuck it. You know, they can find videos of it on YouTube. Come on.
Yeah.
Hell, we can post it up. Oh, God. DLC, ability, music, audio, visual,
Like,
sound.
DLC is lacking. Why? Because there is so much playability on disc already.
Because it doesn't need it. That's why there's no DLC. And why are you even asking, well, should we spend money on DLC? No!
And again, just how almost seamlessly integrated the tutorials are.
Yeah, to get you there.
You know, if you wish to walk upon water, prove your mettle by dodging the lightning in a single hair's breadth. AKA...
Dodge and go into witch time.
Yeah.
And it also solidifies Zewata, which is very useful, by the way,
Boom!
for getting past, well, hell, finding new places, for getting to different points of the map, to unlocking stuff, all sorts of stuff. You will really get into it.
And this is definitely one of those games where it'll hold your hand in so much as it will teach you the mechanics of the game, but without taking you out of the game.
Yeah, and that's always a good thing in that sense. Because ain't nobody reading the manual, let's all face that. It's great that they come with manuals and art books, but you know, it ain't... Oh my god. What happens if you just stand around? Oh god, that is so cool. That is so cool! If I remember correctly, I think you can actually get an ass shot of that. I'm fairly certain you get an ass shot doing the breakdance. So that's what this is what we do on the Hooligans. Maybe not, maybe not. So, overall, I think we have reached the final verdict time, especially because what time is it? Oh, goddamn! We ain't even done shoutouts.
We're only 2 minutes over.
That's cool. So, I think we've reached everything. I'm just gonna throw this out there. 10.
I have to agree. It's not...
Yes.
It's not the perfect 10 that we've ascribed to God Hand and
Gungrave.
Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage 1, and of course Gungrave and Gungrave OD. But it's a solid 10. It is a good... It's
a game that should mean something.
Yeah, playing this game is actually a very fulfilling experience because the story is very nicely contained.
Yes.
You know, you can play through it and you would actually feel like you've done everything there is to do story-wise.
Plus that final boss, holy shit. We didn't show it here, but more than likely there'll be videos that you can find on YouTube and probably all over the place. Hell, there's probably speedruns of this game you can find.
Yeah.
And see all the boss battles for yourself. All the crazy fucking QTEs yourself. But above all, that final boss battle, which I don't want to ruin it, but holy shit, it's like that moment in God Hand. Did he flick me? Did he just finger flick me?
Seriously, the final boss battles in this game are straight up. You would swear they took a page out of TTGL.
Yeah.
I am not making this up. But again, you know, just you play through it, it just feels like a solid experience. Again, the story is well contained. In order to open up the unlockables to actually experience more of just the combat style, more of the gameplay, it makes you want to play through more.
I would like to point out, also another important thing is the aftertaste of a game. Literally, if it lingers on the palate and makes you remember it with fond memories, that should mean something. Like for some, it's Tetris. For me, it's Lunar. You know, you remember Lunar and Lunar E, Eternal Blue?
Hell.
Great RPGs, old school.
Hell, for me, Chrono Trigger,
Yeah.
Xenosaga,
Yeah.
Killer Instinct,
There were Dynasty Warriors 3.
Dynasty Warriors 3.
There are
exactly.
games that stick around in your mind, and you're just like, wow, that was a great time spent.
There are games that leave, as I mentioned earlier, indelible impressions.
Yes, this is one of those. Not just for the... admittedly, there's something very, dirty, this filthy naughty, about being bludgeoned so heavily by that dildo in the fishnets.
Actually, I think I may have found the perfect one-word description for this game. Decadent.
Yeah.
It is...
This is deep dark chocolate cake.
No, this is a platter of apple pie cheesecake, raspberry cheesecake, deep, dark, we're talking Africa dark chocolate cheesecake.
Them purple niggas cheesecake.
All of it sitting on a plate, staring you in the face, daring you to try and stick to that diet.
And mind you, one is on top of the other, with delicious ice cream on top.
Menage a cheesecake a la mode.
And a fudge brownie on top of the ice cream, just because, you know what, fuck your diet, bitch. You know, I'm pretty certain actually we got like 5 people right now going, you know what, they're right, fuck my diet! Give me a cheesecake! Hey, Costco cheesecake, ain't nothing like that shit, man.
Cheesecake! Cheesecake! Lots and lots of cheesecake.
Oh,
it's funny we
so
mentioned
much.
cheesecake considering this game. Oh,
God.
yeah, another one word description for this game. Cheesecake!
Cheesecake! So good. So,
Again,
shout out
soft,
to the usual.
creamy, decadent
Oh
cheesecake.
God, I want to run my tongue over. What is
Why am I doing this
I
to
want
us?
to put her flesh in my mouth and just want to gargle her tits. Damn. So, shout outs to the usual, because I think we're out of time. I think we're honestly out of time now.
Oh boy.
And plus, you know, hey, I don't really have anything new to say, so, you know, thepenandmysword.com, facebook.com/author of the things. Ace.
Again, just shout outs to everybody at Team Hack and Slash. Yes, I know it's been a while since I put up my last video, but hey, this hopefully should hold you over at least until the next Dynasty Warriors footage I put up.
We've been busy.
But yeah, shout outs to Team Hack and Slash. Shout outs to everybody at the UFG. We'll eventually get that next fight night set up. Eventually.
I still want to play Injustice. Solomon Grundy want pants too! Give me
Yes.
control grab!
Solomon Grundy want command throws too.
I want a command throw from half a screen away. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Also, shout outs to all my new subscribers that have been showing up on the channel recently.
Much love!
I mean, those of you that have actually found the channel through watching Dark Masamune's work, thank you. Appreciate the subs, appreciate the views, and yeah, just thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Fans, friends, haters, family.
Haters. Oh shit. Don't, let's not start that whole haters make us money bullshit. I ain't down with that fucking crew, man.
Oh no, it ain't that. It's just it gives me someone else to laugh at when I'm not laughing at myself.
We need, the only reason why I need haters is because I crave interaction. It ain't even that I'm an attention whore. I just want people who are haters like me. You know, where it's like they're just on there, you know, fake and gay, and I'm like, your mom is gay and fake, and there's like, you know, your mom is your dad, and I'm like, your dad is your mom. I want people like that. I want my people. Not that I'm complaining about the people we got, because you know what? Like Ace just said, hey, I hate to be sounding like we're jizzing all over the microphone here, but we've been pretty much doing that through this entire podcast.
Damn near.
Ain't nothing but love for y'all motherfuckers. If you came in from my face box, if y'all know us from there, if y'all know us from the blogs, whatever the fuck, hey, welcome home, y'all. Welcome home.
So
Wipe your goddamn feet, motherfucker. Don't think you're gonna stick around for more than 2 days, motherfucker. Fish and house guests, you know what I mean? No, y'all come in, watch the video, laugh, make a comment, get the fuck out. Because we always got next week's. That's what I'm saying.
Yep, there is always next week. And speaking of next week, we'll catch you then. So until next time, this be Blazing Ace Nelson, a.k.a. Ace Windu.
I am that bastard Vader. Fuck Luke. Kill everyone. No, seriously, if I was Darth Vader, the whole fucking thing would be like completely different. I'm telling you, none of this 2 inches wide exhaust. Motherfucker, please. Like, everybody would be fucked. Everybody would be dead if I was Darth Vader. Are you kidding me? That'd be the best thing in the world. And I would be skull fucking motherfuckers left and right. You kidding me? Give me the cyber dong. Don't even play. Don't even act. See, that shows you right there the problem in that, you know, they're gonna reconstruct everything but that. Oh, what? Brother Man ain't gonna have no rotating drill penis? 'Cause I would have a rotating drill penis. I'd be fucking nigga. I'd be killing motherfuckers with it. You kidding me? The death fuck. Not even playing. Prepare for my midi-chlorian infested penis tentacles. Oh my god, that would be a totally different scene for the interrogation scene with Leia.
Why are we still recording this?
Why are we still recording this? He's Blazing Ace Nelson. I'm that bastard.
And you're not. Peace, everybody.